Good morning, stamping friends. Welcome back to another episode of Create with Brenda, or Coffee and Create with Brenda. So grab your coffee. This morning it's iced coffee again, but I'm glad you're here. And if this is your first time joining me, welcome. If you've been here before and love my products, thank you. I should say products and projects. Thank you for joining back in and be sure to comment. I love reading comments afterwards. As you know, this is not a live because my internet is very poor where I live and it doesn't support lives. So I record, upload, and sometimes the uploads take a while, but there will always be something sometime on Saturday to view. Just keep checking back. Also, um, good news is I have decent internet. They just buried fiber optic cable across the road. So by fall, I should be able to do lives, and I'm really looking forward to that. So let's do a little bit of business here, and then we'll move on. I'm supporting Christmas or promoting Christmas in July at Create with Brenda. So when you order using the host code up here, you can stack the deals. My host code gift this month is with a $75 product purchase. You get the Tidings of Christmas 6x6 paper pack as a gift from me for shopping with me. Then the other thing is when you in July, when you purchase the Evergreen Elegance bundle from the annual catalog, you will receive free the wintry 3D embossing folders. So you can stack the deals, and I hope you'll I hope you'll take advantage of my special this month. And speaking of the holidays and whatever, we have got the it's the July through December, but we had to scratch this and do August through December. Stampin' Up decided that some of the products from the catalog were going to be delayed and that it would be better to start the mini catalog in August. So, August 3rd is your first order date from the mini catalog. And with today's card, I'm going to be using a few products from this new catalog. And you guys, they're amazing. Um, any of you that know me know I love Halloween. So there's some really fun Halloween sets that I'll be showing down the line. And then today's card is going to feature this beautiful Harvest Meadow designer series paper. And again, this is out of the new catalog that starts August 3rd. But look at all these beautiful prints and the colors that it coordinates with. And so today is what I chose to use is kind of a medley of all of the papers. And to create this background, I'm using our tailored tag punch. Now, if you don't have this, you might think about getting this because, and it's right here in it's in the annual catalog, this one, and it's on page 149, the tailored tag punch. So it fits a lot of sentiments. And as you can see, how I just stamped the sentiment in here. But I'm going to show you how to put this little background together. And it's a little bit, what do I want to say? It's a little bit on the putsy side, but it's not bad. So is what you're going to need is a standard card base. So 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25. And then with our bone folder, we give that a really good crease, and I'm going to set it off to the side. You'll also need a piece of, this is Bumblebee, and this measures 4 by 5.25, so that we get just that little mat on our card. And then last, you will need a piece of 3 3/4 by 5. And that's what we're going to use to mat our punches down. So let's start punching. I have a piece of each of the designer series paper, and I'm just going to start by punching one of each. Or maybe I'll do two. I'm just going to trim off my punched edge, punch one more. Lots of punching, but it's worth it when you, and it's fun. It's almost like putting a puzzle together. I love this one. There's a really subtle font in the back and then the tree branches. And I'll just trim this one and punch one more because I think, as I remember when I did this one or put this one together initially, you need an extra to go around the edges. So we may need to punch one more, but we'll see. Let's start assembling. I'm going to bring out my silicone mat because I am going to be using glue, and that just helps keep my work surface from being really sticky. And here's my liquid glue. And is what I want to do is start with, it's always hard whenever I do this because I want to use all the sides of the paper. So it's like, oh, I don't really want to put glue on that one. And do you see the reason I'm using the glue? Because it gives you just a little time to to lay it down. So let's grab this piece. And is what I'm looking for is I don't want the same colors or similar patterns right next to each other. And is what I'm doing here is I'm trying to leave um, the same distance between our pieces here. I guess I'm kind of like a one-trick pony here. I can't talk and glue at the same time, but it'll work. We'll get through this. I'm going to take this Misty Moonlight and white flowered piece, and I'm going to have that be kind of right in the center. And if I bring my sample back in, you can see I had that lighter colored piece down in the corner so that I could stamp my sentiment. So we'll just have to be mindful about which piece we put here. And maybe, let's see, what else do I have? Oh, this'll work. I've got kind of this, well, it's bumblebee and it's flowered with some leaves on it too. So I'll put that down here in the corner. And again, is what I'm doing is, it's just like if you've ever tiled, you know how you want your grout lines to be even. That's what I'm trying to do here. Okay, and then let's take this piece and we'll put that one right here. Okay, and now this is where we start filling in. So I'm going to take this one, and I do see that we are going to have to punch some more, but I'm going to lay this piece right in here. And it's okay if it goes over the edge like this, because we can just trim that off. So there's that. And let's use this one. We'll put this one right here. And again, that one's going to hang off. And then this one, I'm just going to put my glue right on the edge up there because we want it. And that one can hang off too. Whoops, got that one a little crooked. Again, that's the importance of using liquid glue for this project because it gives you just that second to um, reposition. Let's do one more of these, this blue print. I feel like we don't really have that in there yet. So I'm just going to punch. And again, I'm going to add my glue right here and put my piece in. And maybe we'll punch one more of these, that light. It's almost a, well, it is mint macaron. And there is a script in there, so you have to make sure that you get that going the right way. But this one, I'm just going to use like a little bit down here in the corner and maybe a little bit over here. So let me glue this on. Just like that. And I'm going to bring in my snips and I'm just going to turn it over and I'm going to cut. And I'm just using my basic white cardstock as my guide. And then you'll see we'll have some extra pieces here. And then we can fill in our corners as we need to. So I'm going to put this one right up here. I feel like that'll be a good fit. See what I mean about it kind of being like a puzzle? You just have to get all your little pieces in there. And then for this corner, I can use this. And for this corner, I will use this. And you guys, you'll find that your grout lines or your little lines in between aren't going to be perfect, but it's going to be okay. So I'm going to trim this off because now we've got our whole area covered. All right. So now we are nearly done with this. It's a really quick, like I said, quick and easy, but what a fun background and what a great way to use up scraps of your designer series paper or to showcase how beautiful the colors coordinate with our designer series paper, right? So is what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you and tell you something fun. So there's going to be a second celebration this year. It's the first time that's ever happened. And this is one of the celebration sets. With a $100 purchase, you get to choose this stamp set if you want. There's $50 increments and $100 increments. And this is one of the $100 sets. So look at the cute sentiments in here. Thank you kindly. Oh, so happy for you. You inspire me in sending heartfelt sympathy. So I chose the thank you kindly, and I'm going to use the early espresso ink. I'm going to tap, tap, tap lightly. And being I have my photopolymer stamp, I want to bring my silicone mat back in just for a little added cushion. And then right here, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Remember to hold it for just a minute so that the ink has time to penetrate the paper. And that really is basically our card. I looked at putting embellishments on, I looked at putting ribbon, and none of it. It's like with all of the patterned paper, it was just, it felt good. It felt complete and like it really didn't need anything. But if you think it does, give it a try. All right, so now I'm bringing my glue back in, or you can use your seal. I've been using liquid glue more and more, it seems. I don't know why, but I like that you have just that little minute. Well, a minute is a minute, but you have just a little time to reposition your piece. And now let's bring our card base in, because now I put that on the bumblebee, but you can see once I add it to the white, it just makes that whole thing pop. So let's add some liquid glue to the back of this and put that down on our card. So there it is, our finished card. And I just love, love, love that background. The paper again is from the new mini that's coming to you. If you've shopped with me in the last 12 months, you should be receiving your new catalog in the mail. And if you haven't shopped with me before and you don't have a demonstrator, please reach out to me. I have catalogs and I'd be happy to share one with you. So um, that was the new product. And then remember, there's a new celebration coming, and this is one of the free sets that you can choose with your purchase. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I look forward to seeing you again next Saturday. Bye for now.